So we've been talking about the balance here between healthy and unhealthy anger. So you don't have to worry about giving into your anger will mean you, like Luke Skywalker, will go into the dark side. Anger can be healthy when it's balanced with something else, and that is an equal love for wisdom and the principles that govern achievement and success and personal transformation. Now, you have heard me talk about this a lot. Wisdom, principles, because I believe it's the key. I think people really are relying upon something very subjective and emotional when they could be relying on something that's absolute. You say, what do you mean by that, CJ? Well, as I always use the examples like mathematics or the laws of electricity or the laws of nature, these things work all the time, right? We would not be sending airplanes into the sky if the laws of flight were not absolutely sure all the time. We would not wire our houses with electricity if electricity only worked 75% of the time, right? And the 25% you just never know. 25% of the time, you just never know what electricity is going to do. It'll just, you wake up one day, flip a switch, and blow your house up. No, we would not wire our houses, our world we would not wire with dangerous electricity did we not understand the laws that govern it and believe that those laws are 100% sure. Therefore, if there is any problem with electricity where it causes harm, it's usually user error or equipment error, right? Something wrong with the wire, something wrong with the switch, something, because the laws always work. So when it comes to personal transformation, success, or achievement, there are laws. Laws just like electricity. Laws just like mathematics. And notice how you perceive things like the laws of electricity or the laws of flight or the laws of mathematics. Do you see them as something you possess, that they exist inside you? Probably not. You know about them. Your brain can understand them, but you believe they don't belong to you. They're out here, right? They're just out here like Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? You're just picking up the signal. They exist outside you. In other words, that if you and I die, electricity and mathematics doesn't die with us. No, we die to it. It didn't die with us. It still stays in the world. And so in that sense, wisdom and principles, laws have their own existence and therefore have authority, right? They have authority. That's why we obey them. When you go to wire your house or fix something, you will submit yourself to the law of electricity. You obey the law of gravity. We do it all the time by putting fences and guardrails and things over heights, right? Because you're not going to break the law of gravity. The law of gravity will break you. So these laws have authority and they exist outside of us. And that's a good thing because these laws always work. And when you apply them to your life, they bring tremendous change. So shouldn't you then fall in love with them? Shouldn't you be enraptured with the principles that are so abundant in this world? Seek them out, read about them, study them, apply them, meditate on them. Shouldn't you love the wisdom that is found in the world, the great storehouses of knowledge and understanding that have been given to us by generations past? Should we not love and treasure those things and seek to apply them? Absolutely. If we do, then we have the balance to what we perceive to be the negative emotion of anger. If you love wisdom, if you love principles, if you love these laws, you are not going to be given over to the dark side. Your anger will not control your life. Your depression will not control your life. Nothing negative is going to control your life so long as you are in love with wisdom and principles that govern achievement, lasting change, personal transformation. So that is the balance in all of this. The greater issue is, however, not how you balance your anger or your fury, but whether you're even angry to begin with. And that's the other thing we've been saying all week, is that a lot of people have acquiesced and made peace. So you may need to get more pissed off than you are right now. And you're avoiding it because you don't want to, as I said, give in to the negative emotion of anger. It's finding that healthy way to get a fire lit under your ass so you can start defeating the enemies of your progress. We've got to get that fire lit under your ass, man. You've got to become more dissatisfied with where you are. And you need to go then on the warpath. You need to go on the warpath. And so the key to warpath, again, I'm taking it from the Native Americans, warpath means transition. And so what Indians would do is they would go into a war dance. And so that would serve as the vehicle for transition. And so what I want to challenge you with is you have to go through a transition, a transformation, a moving from the state of being where you are now into a new anger-focused, fury-filled state of being in which you start going to war against the enemies of your progress. And it's not something to just turn on. It is a transformation that needs to take place in you. We're going to talk more about that in the next episode. Can you dig it? I hope you can.